It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of gum.
It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. I just gotta push all the right buttons in all the right orders, or things don't work. But it is that time. Let's see. Let's get this thing. Oh, come on, chair. Hang on a minute. Good evening, Alou. All right, let's do that button. That got it. How's it going, everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Thanks for your patience. We're starting a little late tonight, but no big deal. No big deal. I made a dumb scheduling error in my brain, so apologies. That's on me. But we're here now, and we're gonna do some boats things. Well, it is Wednesday, so it's Wednesday. The main reason we're here tonight and not tomorrow is I'm getting on a plane tomorrow morning and going to Philadelphia. We're gonna be at PAX Unplugged all weekend, which is gonna be a good time. Looking forward to that. I have been trying to get to PAX U, I think for 2 years. I feel like each of the last 2 years, I have booked a hotel room in March. And then as the con got closer and closer and closer, it became pretty clear that I was not going to be able to make it for whatever reason. So I ended up canceling. Yeah, exactly, Black Dude. But I canceled the whole thing. I was like, nah, forget it. I'm not going. And so at the end, this year, I was like, no, damn it, I'm going to go. I keep putting this off, and I want to go. So we're doing this thing. I think I've chosen a good year. I think if I had gone last year, it wouldn't have been as potentially impactful for a variety of reasons. But this year's going to be good. I hope to meet some folks, make some connections, sample some board games, make some new friends. It's always a good time. As much as I love board games, I don't make the time to play them as much around here as I ought. And so maybe forcing myself out of the house will get me a little more of that. That'd be good. But I'm hoping to make some connections. I'm really hoping to go talk to the Fantasy Flight guys about the possibility of streaming, doing some live streams from their World Championships for Star Wars Unlimited, which is next July in Vegas. I have no idea what their plans are. I'm curious to find out. Good morning, Zach. Oh, Zach, that makes me happy. Thank you. For starters, you're welcome, and thank you. I tell people all the time when they come in and they've seen the Learn to Play stuff, they come in and they have good stories. Like nothing gets me motivated to make more of that kind of content than knowing it actually has helped someone. So thank you. A little bit, Striker. Yeah. I mean, Black Duke, whatever. I think I'm on a noon flight that's supposed to get there at 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, and I'm just like, if it's running late, whatever. I got nowhere to be tomorrow night. I got to get off the plane and get to the hotel and get some food, and then I'm done. So I'm not sweating it. Xanda, it's on the radar. It's on the radar. Truth be told, I'd love to go to all 3 PAXs every year. They're fabulous cons. I miss PAX South, right? I used to go to PAX South. There was a spell, I think, between about... Was it 17? Was it 17? 17, 18, 19, and 20. I went to PAX South every year. And most of those years I worked, at least 2, if not 3 of those years, I worked the Fantasy Flight booth demoing games. So not only did I get a badge, I got paid for my time to be there. Now, granted, I'm fielding my own hotel bill to be there, but January in San Antonio is not expensive. Staying on the Riverwalk is lovely, regardless of the time of year. Even if it's cold and chilly, the Riverwalk is gorgeous. Tons of good food. Real easy. You're thinking of Vittorio Cuniberti, Adaldrell. Vittorio Cuniberti. Sorry, I forgot to say it correctly. But yeah, I'm looking. PAX West is 100% on my radar. Now, the struggle I'm going to have with PAX West, Xanda, is Seattle. Yikes! Not only is Seattle expensive, it's not, man. That's not a friendly place to a lot of people, is it? You have to have the right mindset to be accepted in Seattle. Yes, Australia. PAX Australia would be also fun, but that's a long way to go. I've been to Australia. I'd love to go back, but that's a long way to go for a con. Woo! I almost did it way back when they were going to do an Anchors Away tour. This Anchors Away tour, right? Hold on. Right, this is my Anchors Away 2020 shirt for New SS, New Jersey that never actually occurred. we had the last stop on the 2020 tour was Vampire Deuce in Sydney Harbor, or in Darling Harbor, Sydney. I was ready to go, man. We had tickets booked. We were going. But of course, COVID in Australia was like closed for like 2 years. It was ridiculous. So that's a good point, Olu. I'll go camouflaged. That's it. I'll dye my hair blue, and I'll get some fake earrings and a nose piercing, and I'll blend right in. Since nobody will look twice at me in Seattle. No big deal. It'll be like I live there all the time. No big deal. All right, guys, listen. Couple of things going on tonight. One, of course, is this is my first stream since the new patch. We didn't stream on patch night last week. We didn't stream on Thanksgiving last week. It's been about a week. I'm still exploring this patch, so we're going to spend a little time crawling around, see what's going on in here. I have actually been playing a little on my own, which is odd for me, but off stream, I have been playing boats. I know you're shocked. It's okay. So we're going to do some of that. There's a whole bunch of steel ships, right? There's a whole bunch of steel ships in the armory, this big steel event they're doing. And I want to check out some of these. So we were kind of unusually for wargaming. They don't usually give us steel ships, but we were given, I think, as like a Christmas gift, Hoffman, Prince Orange, and Chikuma Deuce. I have never played any of these boats. I am curious. So we'll give them a go. And I have actually played Archer Fish. Guys, I think I found a submarine I actually like. I know how painful. That's so painful to admit. But I think they finally got Archer Fish. Archer Fish is what I kind of wanted out of a tier 10 submarine. It's a little bit of a brawler. It requires you to play a little risky. Mini. Requires you to play a little risky, which I'm okay with because they've given her a consumables mix that allows her to make those kinds of plays, and it's really, really interesting. I have not, Xanda, and that's something else I need to spend some time on tonight. The other thing is over on my left, this way, on the other side of the screen, you see the big HelloFresh logo. All month, I'm taking a sponsorship with HelloFresh right in the stream title. We're going to be looking over their website later. I have not done that yet. We're going to go scope those guys out and give them a whirl. I am, again, the aforementioned thing with Star Wars Unlimited. I'm trying to do a little fundraising for some gear I want to buy for the road streaming stuff. And we're going to see how this goes. If it goes well and you guys are interested and we can raise a little money than doing it, then that's awesome. And if not, well, life goes on and we tried. You know, I'm not sweating it either way. Thank you, Gaelic, for the gifted sub. Appreciate you. Xanda, if you are available tonight, I would like to do some giveaways. I have plenty of stuff that I want to get rid of, not the least of which is the remainder of the Black Friday codes. If you were on my Discord, you know that I gave out about a dozen Black Friday codes over late last week. I think I handed those out on Sunday or Saturday, and I still have a few more to go. So I want to try and finish giving those out. I've also put Tier 8 boats on special. I will probably play those in ranked, depending on what you pick. So we'll see how it goes. For now, let's start with a game. You guys in chat are talking about this new Dutch Tier 10 thing. I chose French, not Dutch, dummy. Let's have a look at this boat. I know nothing about this ship. Let's have a look. Quadruple barreled turrets. What size are 234s? Are these the same guns that Howden Liu has? No, Howden Liu's 238. So these are the same guns that Johan de Witt gets. She gets 240s. 234s. Who else has 234s? Is it the Brits? These turrets look British. They're square. Are these British turrets? These look British. It's Gibraltar's guns. Okay. Except that I have HE and AP. Click exterior tab for all the buttons. Exterior tab. Exterior. Whatever. Okay. Interesting. Okay, but she does get HE and AP. I've got 50. Okay, so I've got Hindenburg health. I've got crappy deck armor. I am a cruiser. I have... Let's see. No, get all this crap off my screen. Come on. We have 2 flights of an airstrike. Only 7 bombs? Oh, but these bombs have pen. Now, that's interesting. 2 long reload. 160 seconds? What? That's wild. But she drops 7 bombs in a payload, 12 planes. That feels like those bombs pen more. Yeah, they do. They pen more deck armor than the ones off Howden Liu. That's interesting. The spread is wonky. All right, well, we'll check this out. And then she's probably not going to be all that stealthy. She probably has good AA. Most of the Dutch boats have good AA. 6 kilometer, 536 on the middle ring. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. Okay, yep. Dutch depth charges, reasonable speed. Okay, let's get this thing out. Where is this exterior button that I'm supposed to hit? Is the same hull as Howden Liu. Good evening, Alex. If you hit the 13.10 sheet, I believe, has the Black Friday codes. Check the 13.10 sheet. I know we still have 13.9 codes, but check the 13.10 sheet because I'm pretty sure that is where the Black Friday codes are. There we go. All right, so let's do this. All right. No, I'm on the wrong tab, you dummy. Here we go. Okay, so we probably want to pump these kinds of things. This new flag is weird, too. I had to remind myself to go through and equip it on all of my carriers now, right? Because the old detonation flag did nothing for aircraft carriers, but now the new Charlie Kilo flag does because your planes get more health, which is kind of cool. What's the reload on these guns? 16 seconds and 18 kilometers of range. Let's run MBM3. That seems reasonable. Main armaments. Defensive fire? I mean, I've got DA and Hydro. I don't plan on hunting a whole lot of destroyers. I'm going to take the defensive fire one. I think that's questionable, but I'm going to do it anyway. We definitely want aiming mod. I'm sure the dispersion on these guns is not amazing. With 12 barrels. So Ikako, should it be a premium? I mean, there's Xanda, just mix them in as we go, right? Every time you want to do a giveaway, make it like half those and half something else. I don't care what. I want to give the Black Friday codes away while they're still relevant. I think we definitely go airstrike mod here because Dutch. Yeah, look at that. That cuts 32 seconds off that reload. Okay, and then now I think my Howden Liu commander is probably a good option here, huh? We're getting airstrike. Yeah, so I got the airstrike now down to 109, 110 seconds, a little less than 2 minutes. That's a lot better from the nearly 3 that it was before. That's still crazy high, though. Okay, that'll do for now. Okay, flag. Let's put the A flag up. Let's put this up. Okay, we've done all of this. Let's put on some camo, just because. Oh, she's got. Oh, the default is the fancy pristine white. Excuse me, if you please. Twisted, I really like that ship. Howden Liu's fun. Like, she is not a bad boat by any stretch. Not even a little bit. Nagasaki, that's Italian. I don't think there's one for the Dutch in here, is there? I got them for France, Italy, Soviet Union, Brits, more Brits, South America. I don't think there's any one of these for, yeah, okay. All right. Ooh. King of the Sea 17 viewer flag. That's fancy. I've never seen one of those before. That's kind of cool. Let's just do... I just like the blue. I like the blue. Oh, no, I only get one on this boat. Never mind. I'll stick with this. No flags for Swamp Germans. No flags for Swamp Germans. That's rude. All right. I think we are... Okay, so we did flags, modules. We did captain skills because we just imported a captain. You know what I could do? I've got plenty of captain XP. Is there something else that I want here? Survivability expert might be okay. That's not going to be of big use to me here. The turret traverse is probably pretty amazing. Yeah, that helps a lot. Anything I want on the 4-point side of things? I mean... No, I don't think that's a thing. Top grade gunner is never bad. Because what's my concealment? Max concealment 10-8. That's not too shabby. That's like Des Moines concealment. That's not bad for this boat. What's my HE penetration? 39. What if I do this? 48. I don't think that's worth it. I know there's some corner cases on shells this size that the IFHE becomes worth it against like Russian battleships and stuff, but I think this one stops shy of that. No, I don't think we want to do that. What if we just did this? 1.1 that would give me 4 points to play with. Why don't I just do that and pick up top grade gunner? That seems reasonable. Sure, let's do it. Okay. Prince Orange. We'll give it a go. Yes, I'm mispronouncing it. No, I don't care. You can sue me on YouTube later or whatever. Now, one of the things I'm probably going to do after the game loads, I haven't actually positioned this thing correctly. So I'll probably move that around a little bit. I want to get it right up next to the mini-map. All right, I've got planes to murder. Excellent. Been a lot of Shinanos lately up here. BFK in the Hoffman. Look at this. And Classic in his Rhode Island. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. It's old home week around here. Oronye? Okay, no J. Got it. Oronye. I'll get it right eventually. No, I won't. Give me that. Give me that. Turn that off. That's reasonable. Now, let's move this guy. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let's move this guy just a smidge. About like so. Brilliant. Actually, let's move him just. There we go. That's good enough. Happy with that. Hey, let's go play the game. Warrior's Path, you say? Okay. Oh my god. Does this ship have roll-off depth charges? Come on. Didn't we get rid of this off the main tech tree line Dutch cruisers? Why does this one have it? D's, I've decided one of the things I'm going to do this patch, I'm going to do a first look at Hull. I didn't even know Hull was coming, and when she appeared in my port, I was like, what is this? And I played it over the weekend. I was like, okay, I'm going to do a first look on this boat. The mainline still has the roll-offs? I thought they'd fix that. See what the shell velocity. Oh my goodness, look at that dispersion. I love this. I love the look of that. I bet they're slow getting back to Earth, though. Oh, I got BFK right in front of me. And I still clipped him with 2. LOL. I probably shouldn't be this close. Yeah, there's just 3 of us over here. Let me try and get flipped out here. I sort of don't like playing the 10 line, but from this spawn position, I don't feel like I have a lot of other good options. I'm going to have to go ahead and turn around here because I'm about to get spotted. Yep.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Dutch AA says hello, my friend. Poor Yamato is just getting absolutely murderized out here. Interesting that the Smallland has taken that much damage. But now I'm not in a good position to do much with him.
After a few days of R&R,
BFK may have to smoke here. I'm going to take shots at this guy, but I'm not expecting... Ooh, I got those for free! Ooh, I got those for free. Let's go.
They're
Who was that? Sohn with... Oh, my goodness, Sohn. Good evening.
This way.
Hi. How we doing? Red alert indeed. How you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. How's it going? How is everybody this fine evening? Wow, this guy just won't go... This CV won't give up. Welcome in, everybody. Goodness gracious. Let's make sure we get a shout-out for Sohn. All right, we've pushed the Smalland back. He has like 600 HP back there. Thank you, Xanda. Appreciate you. Outstanding. Any tips for the line? Ooh, paratrooping. So, you're in luck. I have an entire series of videos dedicated to learning to play the British Light Cruiser line. You should go check them out on YouTube. 13 to 14. Very nice. Very nice, Sohn. Well, we're kicking things off. I'm going to look at all of these steel boats, right? I'm starting off with the Oranje here, and we're going to have a look around. I've got a few ringers in this match too, right? Because I got BFK in front of me and a Hoffman, and I got Classic in his newly discovered Rhode Island here, right with me as well. Now I'm kind of taking a bit of a risk cutting across the map like this with a Petro down there looking for me, but the Montana has effed off. Can we see this? Okay. Hello, Castilla. I think I'm going to miss all of those again. I suck at leading these bombs. I suck at so bad. I need to be trying to drop them on the Vermont. That's probably the one place I need to be trying to drop these bombs. Oh, go away. They really are paratrooping. The British light cruisers are an amazing amount of fun. I feel like I need to go back and help out poor... help out poor BFK to finish capping here. Yep. Friggin' small and came back with his heals. That guy was on 600 HP a little while ago. Now look at him. I'm behind him. Come on, Shells. Those look pretty good. Oh, he turned out of them. I still clipped him with one. All right, now the Vermont is in the gap up here. But now that he's pushed too far north... I mean, part of the struggle I think we're having over here is, okay, the Petro's backed off. I hit none of my bombs. That makes me very sad. Now we have no plane support either, which feels really weird, by the way. Hey, what up, my dude? How we doing?
Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
All right, so I'm going to have a bit of a problem here.
This really pisses me off.
Because he has torpedoes and I don't.
Much better.
Ooh, Kerfer saves my bacon. Love everything that just happened, ladies and gentlemen.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Yeah. I'm going to eat a whole bunch of Smolin torps. There's pretty much jack all I can do about it, which makes me feel a little bad. I'm going to eat 2 of these. No, just the one. I can live with one.
He's gonna fuck up my hair.
We need, the problem is we probably need one of our Rhode Islands to push up over here.
I'll be ready for more action.
And we don't have it. You know, guys, every battleship I have is playing so far back off these caps, it's a waste of my time. Like, what in the hell? I've got a carrier who won't spot the Smoland. Of course, it's a Smoland. Who was warning me about the teams when the night started? I should have known better. She feels like a Howden Liu. I mean, it doesn't feel any radically different. You've got the same kind of reload, right? 14 seconds versus 13 and change. Like, it's basically, the bombs are just as difficult to use on just as crappy a reload. The AA suite is about the same. Yeah, it's basically comparable. What's the draw here? What is it that makes this ship worth steel? What's up, Sturgy? Oh, they're terrible, MK. But it's been that way for years. Like, that's not a new thing. Like, what's the draw for this ship? Why is it worth steel? Is the dispersion better? 147. The dispersion did feel pretty good. All right, so the dispersion is better. The range is better. 16.5 kilometers on these guns. So Oranje has better range and better dispersion at range. Okay. So that is a selling point. I can't argue that. That's 100% a selling point. The airstrike is better on a longer reload, but still just as difficult to use. You have the same consumables load. You have the same ridiculous... I have to drive over the submarine to depth charge it in my 55,000 hit point heavy cruiser. It blows my mind that we're 3 years into submarines, they still haven't fixed that crap. Is it the same speed? Same speed. Literally the same handling. So that's it. You're paying a whole bunch of steel for probably what amounts to a better main battery and a different airstrike. I'm not even sure I'd call it necessarily better, but it is different. I'm not sure that's worth... What do they want for this thing? 36,000 steel? That's a lot of steel. I don't know that I like it. Stones, you think it's objectively worse? I'm not convinced that it's worse after one game. I am convinced that it's probably not worth the steel. Right, Merton. I mean, it's the same. It's the how new hull because it's that. So it's got that same amazing armor. But I don't think it's worth the steel. Like, I'm not... if I had one of these another way, I'd play it. But I don't know that I'd spend steel on this. Oh, the airstrikes are definitely... Okay, you say they're worse. They have a longer reload, but the bombs pen more. So, like, in theory, if you should be able to get away with dropping them onto beefier targets and get something out of them. The airstrikes are definitely worse. 36,000 steel. I don't think I'd play that. I don't think I'd pay 36,000 steel for that. I don't think that's worth it, personally. You have to really like Dutch cruisers to want to play that. To want to pay that, I think. Let's go look at Hoffman, which I think is, if memory serves, isn't she an Elbing? Yes, this isn't. No, this is an up-tiered, whatever the 9 is. Schultz. This is the same hull and turret arrangement as a Schultz, so she's an up-tiered Schultz. Okay. So what am I getting for my steel? Smoke, engine boost, defensive fire, and hydro. 6-kilometer hydro. Versus smoke engine. Okay, so I'm getting German hydro. That feels pretty good. I'm getting... Is it this exact same main battery? Have they nerfed the guns at all? Over here, we're 6.5 second reload, but that's with MBM3. So if I put MBM3 in, the reload's going to be pretty close. It's going to be pretty comparable, I'm thinking. Okay, so it's the reload the same, 11.2. Should be the shell, like the shells and everything should be the same. I think I'm running range mods over here, in the, like, right? Yeah, okay, so that's where some of the range difference is coming from. Move him out. Okay, so I'm straight up getting less range. Yeah, it's weird, Striker. The fact that my Citadel goes all the way to the stern, like, what is that garbage? Okay, so I have less range. I get the hydro. The torpedoes are the same. Let's see, 2x5, 12 kilometers. These torpedoes, they look better. They are better. They're faster. They have the same range, but they're faster. That automatically makes them better. They don't hit quite as hard, but 66 knots is pretty good. In fact, aren't these almost the same torps you get on Z52? Those are the Steinwalds, so it's close. It's close. Okay, so you're getting better torpedoes, but less gun range. Your AA is probably the same. 517, 946. No, your AA is better on a Hoffman. I've got more mid-range. I put more to the I've got more of the Garats. These German 55 millimeter dual mounts are really, really good mid-range guns, and I've got 4 of them on here, versus the only one I have on Schultz is back here. Schultz has more of the quad 30 mils. Okay, so I've got better AA. Okay, to go with my defensive fire. More flak, probably. Hopefully more flak. Ooh, only 2 puffs. That's terrible. Yeah, same garbage flak. The 6-kilometer hydro is a huge selling point for me, because one of the things that the Spa cruisers drive me crazy about, right, the high end of this line, is that they don't have the hydro. And it's like, you're a German destroyer. Why the fuck don't you have hydro? Okay. This is not bad. This has some appeal. This is going to play in same health pool. A little more. 300 more HP. I feel like this ship is going to play closer to Z52 because of the hydro. You've got the smoke hydro trick. Let's see, where's my Elving captain? Let's just plug him in for a minute and see where we get. Did I have Superintendent? I did not. This is a boat that's going to live and die by its consumables, right? I feel like... put him back in Elbing. Put him back over here. Let me grab my Z52 captain, because he is going to have Superintendent, right? He should. Where are you? Z52. Here we go. Hans Zimmer, that's right. Hans is my Z-52 captain. He does have superintendent. Flood chance on the torps. I would probably... I don't have the points. Eventually, I might go reload on the torps. Interesting. Okay. 28,000 HP, now 4. Okay. All right. This starts to feel a little better. Now, what I haven't done here is I haven't buffed the gun range. I might need a specific captain for this ship. Let me finish up a couple of things here. What's the maneuverability like? I don't know. I feel like I need the steering gears mod. Although, no. These things accelerate slowly. Let's go propulsion. Curly, the best advice... So you're right. You cannot play the Spa Cruiser line like other destroyers. The detection is too high. They have too much help. They can be bullies, but they can really only be bullies in the right situations, right? Does that make sense? So my suggestion, when you play them in a random... If you play them in a div, they work really effective in a div with another destroyer who has better detection, because you can back him up, right? You play about a kilometer and a half behind him, you play off of cap circles in the early game. You let him move up and be in the cap circle, but you're backing him up with your guns and all the other tools you have. That can be highly effective. If you're playing them solo, it's a lot more challenging. I think you have to play them where you voluntarily... yeah, something like that, Curly. That'd be a good pairing. I feel like you have to pick them, you have to take them and marry them to... You have to find another destroyer on your team and go and just like, hey, you're my new buddy, and play behind him. The Hoffman, Forrest Sherman, in my opinion, a lot of these high-tier destroyers that have like 6.5 to 7.5 kilometer detection and aren't French, right? The height of the Italian line, I think, has to play this way. You want to pair up with another destroyer and play about a kilometer or two behind him and be ready to back him up when he gets entangled. That's personally how I think. I think that's a good way of tackling them. No, you. Sure. We'll need the health. We'll take the fire chance. I don't expect to get a lot of use out of it, but that's fine. Okay. All right. Let's send you back to Z-52. I need to kit out a specific commander for this, because I need one with superintendent and gun range. So let's just grab... Here, this guy. Okay, so my standard is... I want to start with that. Do I care about ammo swaps? I mean, 6.5 second ammo swap would be pretty good. I don't really feel like I need the torpedo speed. I feel like one adrenaline rush, 1 point. Okay. I probably will go gun feeder, truth be told, although the turret traverse would also be pretty good. Turret traverse or gun feeder. Let's go turret traverse. I feel like I'm going to get more use out of the turret traverse. Okay. That feels pretty good. You're welcome. Curly, what I'm going to... If you play a lot of solo games... The heavier destroyers will frustrate you. It is an unfortunate side effect of just the style of play that they're kind of forced into. You don't have to like it, but that's kind of the way they work, in my opinion. Okay, and then I need to put a big German flag on this thing. There we go. Auf Deutsche. All right, let's do it. Now, I do like the fact that I have the 6-kilometer hydro. I feel like that was something that Elbing and her sister ships have always missed. It almost forces you to play them very differently, right? I've been playing... Yeah, you have to treat them like a large, like an oversized destroyer or an undersized light cruisers. They're in that in-between space. After Grunty got me to buy the unique upgrade for Elbing... I feel like with the unique upgrade, Elbing has a really, really interesting and unique identity in the game. With her range and the accuracy of the guns and so on and so on and so forth. This ship, I don't know yet. We'll see. I like her torpedo armament better. Her torpedoes are simply straight up better. Are they going to be good enough? I don't know. Let's find out. All right, I'm a 6.4 detection with a 6-kilometer hydro bubble.
Let's do this.
No planes in this match. One radar to keep an eye out for. I wish I had a heal, but I don't. Life goes on. Very nice, Grant. Kaga, did you have a Kaga before? Kaga's a good boat. Kaga is, truth be told, one of the easier carriers to play. I do not want to be the only destroyer in mid. This is a terrible place for me to be. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to move up. We're going to play along the top of the B cap for a spell, but we are not going into this cap. Hoffman is much better HE than Elbing. I didn't look that close, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, Curly, you're right. Like, Legendary Mod Elbing is honestly one of the more entertaining ships in the game to play. She's so unique. There's almost no other ship in the game that plays like Elbing does with that upgrade. It's a lot of fun. It's challenging, but in a good way, right? Not like, oh, I hate this ship challenge. It's like, okay, I have to give myself time to figure this boat out kind of challenge. Loving this torpedo range. I'm loving all of it. All right. I got one on... Nice. Everybody's getting boats out of their fancy containers. You have Kaga. Okay. Very nice, Grant. That's a good gig. Okay, so the Allende is going to run off and leave me, which feels pretty awful. What's my reload on these torps? It looks like it's pretty good. 80 seconds. That's not bad. For these torps, that is not bad. All right, Cossack and Harugamo on the other flank. That means I'm looking at Oosterjutland and or Shimakaze up here in front of me. Now, if it's the Shima, I could actually bully a Shima if he chooses to fight here. He outspots me huge, but I have other advantages. Yep, and there he is. And somehow I outspot him. Ooh, 6 on target. That feels bad for you, man. All right, so now this Shimakaze has a tremendously irritating problem for him. I have 6-kilometer hydro. The Oosterjutland's getting his face melted at A. I'm super happy about this. I'm going to get my guns flipped, and we're going to go Shimakaze hunting. It's going to be hilarious. What is up, my dude? How we doing? You're firing them in the wrong direction, my friend. He has no idea where I am. This island is just high enough that everyone is split, that he can't spot me. And all your torpedoes are behind me. If he can spot me, that means I can get shells over. Well, with your torpedoes down, you don't frighten me anymore, man. Wrecked. Goodbye. All right, I'm on the Alaska radar. Let's finish up the cap. And then we're going to go cap A while we're at it.
Much better.
Who we got? Shobo! Busta! Thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Appreciate you. All right, radar's over. Excellent. Let's finish capping B, then we're going to go cap A. So, once we knew the Shima was most likely to be in mid, that guy doesn't frighten me. That guy I can bully because I have a lot more HP than he does. How interesting. Am I the one spotting the Iowa? I think the Groningen might have line of sight to him, but I don't know. Let's just vomit some torps off in that direction. And then we're going to go try and cap A. Should be able to. I'm not the one spotting the Iowa. All right. Okay, so we're tied up on ships, but we still have... No, we don't have more destroyers in our pockets. We're down a battleship. That feels pretty awful. They're about to be down a battleship, though. Okay, we're going to get flipped around because there's no way that I'm going out in front of all those ships in the other direction. Plus, that Cleveland is coming, and I don't want to be here when he gets here. We definitely want to. We're definitely going to do some Star Trek ops as well. That's 100% on the to-do list this evening. The Cleveland is not as close as I thought he was, which is good for me, I suppose. We're going to finish this cap, then we are speed boosting the hell out of here. The last thing I want to do is wander into a random Cleveland who's just magically showed up on my butt. Let's go. Time to get the hell out of here, boys. Let's go. All right. Well, that feels pretty good right now. I kind of liking this boat right now. Not gonna lie. B.A. Turpitz. I have no idea what that is. Hawk or an IGN battlecruiser? You know what? I'm still grinding the 8. What's the 8 battlecruiser? What's the tier 8 Japanese battlecruiser? I don't remember. I'm still grinding it, whatever it is. I'll play that. Probably take it into ranked. She's not that bad, honestly. She's accurate. She's squishy, but accurate. Let's get some eyes back here and see what these clowns are up to.
Welcome
Dudes do.
to Jurassic Park.
Who was that? Travis with the follow. Welcome in. Thank you kindly. I feel like the Alsace is going to burn down. Brest looks like he's going to move up. Let's leave him a present. Don't know what I'm going to get out of those torps. Possibly nothing, but we're going to find out the hard way. Yeah, 100%. 100%, BT. I really think you can absolutely do some streamy fun with this thing. I'm going to land some torps on this Brest. I'm just not sure how many. Not as many as I would like, probably. Well, only the one, it looks like. Yep, just the one. Feels bad. All right. Looks like they sent the Cleveland into the cap. Yeah, Cleveland's an A. Now, I'm pretty alone down here. The one advantage I've got kind of going for me is that I can sort of bully these guys a little bit. We have such a ridiculous lead. I'm kind of not sure what these guys think they're going to get away with. Okay, this Holland has chosen a very, very, very bold and possibly suicidal maneuver, but he's going to get away with it. How interesting. Oh, little Harugamo. Pretty sure you're dead with that salvo. Yep. Now we can head back to mid. I wanted to make sure we got rid of the destroyers back here. Mr. Lomo, thank you for the follow. Yumahari, that's it, Big Terp. Yes, I'm still grinding Yumahari because I'm lazy. Okay, so I think I like this one, guys. It's interesting to me that it feels like it does some things that Elbing should have and doesn't. And so it's interesting because it's different, right? I like that it's different. Unique upgrade Elbing is going to play more long range. This boat, with the smoke and the hydro and everything, it can be a little more of a brawler if it wants to be, if it chooses to be. Doesn't have to be, but it can do.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Now, she's not super quick, but yeah, I like it. So, BT, you talk about class-leading HE. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that, because I did not compare the HE shells. I just apparently incorrectly assumed that the HE would be roughly equivalent to what Elbing already gets. Like, why would they change the shells? But what you're telling me is they did change the shells, which is really fascinating when you get down to it. I mean, it almost feels like this ship has the dispersion mod built in. Look at the groupings I'm getting. This is wild.
Stop exploding, you cowards!
I mean, the other team is definitely a little salty about the quality of their team. Me, I'm fine. I think we've done okay this game. Feels like we've done pretty good work, ladies and gentlemen. Huh. Yeah, the accuracy is crazy. Now, that's what I'm saying. Like a unique upgrade Elbing is the same way. Like, you have insane accuracy. But this accuracy with this HE gives you some really interesting possibilities against opposing destroyers. I shouldn't be top tier. Our Delaware, like, took the game off. What is this garbage? Good for this Turpitz. But I like that. If you like Elbing, I think there's definitely something to like here. There's definitely something to like here, because she's just different enough. Now, I want to look at these guns again. Okay. 38 mils of pen, 2200 HE. The pen should be the same. 13% fire chance. Versus 1800. So the shells are literally like 20% better. Why did they do that, I wonder? Not that I'm complaining. Not at all. Not even a little bit. But I am somewhat surprised. That's wild. It's kind of wild, isn't it, Greystoke? Fire chance is the same. Shell velocity, shell performance is the same. It's the same guns, just for some reason, these shells are better. Sprunggranaten, 4.4, comes off me. Sprunggranaten, L. Sprunggranaten L. It's the same thing. So it's listed as the exact same shell that Elbing gets. These are just better shells. 62 meters of dispersion at 13.4 kilometers. 66 meters of dispersion at 16 kilometers. Okay. This ship, Georg, basically has unique upgrade Elbing built into it. Like, it's very close. Have a look at this. No, what was that? Hold on a minute. What did I do here? Traverse, reload. My apologies. I'm incorrect. Both ships are crazy accurate. For some reason, I thought Elbing's unique upgrade made the ship more accurate. It does not. It does not. But Hoffman and Elbing, the accuracy of these guns is pretty comparable. Hoffman is like a couple of percent worse. Interesting. Is the 14-kilometer range on before you factor in the... no. But I was trying to get the range on the guns roughly equivalent. So it was 13.4 for Hoffman and 13.3 for Elbing, and the dispersion was 5 meters off. So Elbing is still just a hair better at a roughly equivalent range. but it's not a huge gap. You're still getting that crazy accuracy. I like that ship. I think she might be worth it. All right, what's my last one of these for the night? We did Hoffman, we did Aranye. What's the other one I'm missing? It's the 9. It's Chikuma. Chikuma Deuce. Yeah, Chikuma Deuce. Okay. Is Hoffman better than Z42? I'm not sure you can... I don't own a Shinano yet, Gaelic. I own an Archerfish. I don't know you can compare them, TJ. They're so radically different. They're so radically different, right? Is she better? I don't think you can say she's better or worse. You can't really compare the two. Z42 is a traditional pew-pew small gun destroyer. Hoffman is an alternate way of playing one of the spa cruisers, right? Because she gets the hydro, you can, like, the Elbing build that I play, I don't play this ship for surface detection. I play 8 kilometers. Why do you care? You're not there to play as a destroyer. You're there to play as a little tiny light cruiser, right? And so when you do that, you kind of care less about the detection. However, Hoffman has 6-kilometer hydro. If I want to use her smoke hydro trick, if I want to be a cap circle bully, and in the right situation, this ship can do it, I want the detection lower, right? So you play them, in my mind, you play them a little differently. Okay. Interesting. Let's have a look at Chikuma. Then I'll go take some of these requests, and we'll come back around to some of this other stuff later. Chikuma Deuce. Chikuma Deuce. Japanese cruiser. Now, I kept running into these things in randoms, but I know almost nothing about them. It looks like a Tone. Is this just a Tone? It looks like a Tone. It is. It's just a Tone. Basically a better Tone. So probably the same guns. 15.7, 16 reload. Probably the same guns, same range. 15.7, 66. So same gun, same range. The planes must be better. I'm putting up 2 planes in a squadron. I'm putting in 2 torps. The torps are better. The torps are way better. Who was that? Canman with the resub. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Interesting. So the planes are better. The torps are way better. They have a very long arming distance, but they're much quicker and they hit like trains, which is something you can't say for Tone's planes. She probably has, I'm about to say, about 40,000 HP. That's pretty typical. Yeah, pretty comparable there. Okay. 8 concealment. That's like Tone. Yeah. Garbage AA. That's typical. Same consumables. I get smoke. Smoke on a Japanese heavy cruiser. It's an odd choice. And I've taken torpedo upgrades. Apparently, I already had one of these things laying around in my port. 15-kilometer torpedoes in triples. Okay. They did not grant. So you have to remember, as community contributors, hang on a minute. Good afternoon, Barjar. As contributors, we do not get steel ships handed to us normally. The typical rule is, if it's not a steel or a research bureau ship, like it's a regular premium ship, we get it. If it's a research bureau ship or a steel ship, we have to earn it and acquire it just like any other player. They won't do that. They seem to have... This is the first time in 7 years I've been in the program, 6 years, whatever it is, they've made an exception, right? They gave us Hoffman. I already had a Chikuma in my port, apparently, and Aranye, right? They gave us those. So that's new. They've never done that before. I purchased Archerfish because she is intriguing to me, and it turns out I kind of like that boat. Which genuinely pains me to say. All right, let's try Chikuma. This because those two are not steel ships long term. Which two, Wix? You mean Archerfish and Shinano? In other words, they're adding the other two like permanently to the store, but Archerfish and Shinano are only part of the event. It's very possible, Grant. That's not the first time they've done that. But either way, my point is, ordinarily, when a steel ship is released, we are not given it. If we want it at the time of release, I have to go purchase it. There's plenty of Research Bureau and steel ships that I don't own. I pretty much won't spend steel on a battleship. I don't enjoy enough battleship to warrant it. And same with Research Bureau points. But there's also some Research Bureau cruisers that I've never made the time to go get. Right? Like I think Gibraltar. I still don't own a Gibraltar. Pretty sure I don't own a Gibraltar. Other way around. So Shinano and Archer are staying. The other ones are temporary. Interesting. Okay. Only the sub and... Oh, in other words, they're starting as steel wicks, but eventually they're going to move to where they're not steel ships. Is that what you're saying? They aren't going to be around after the event. Okay. Okay. All right. Chikuma. All right, I got planes to look out for. The smoke should make this ship a little more comfortable to play. Because if I want, I can just pull the plug and sit and camp where I'm at for a spell.
Let's get it on.
Guys, Xander's running giveaways tonight. Friendly reminder, at the all through December, we are working with HelloFresh to do some fundraising here for the channel. This is not what I do for a living. For those of you that are maybe coming in on the raid from Sohn, I'm a regular schlab with a regular job, right? I do 6 hours of streaming a week. However, I am moving into doing more and more tabletop streaming. I've been streaming specifically one of Fantasy Flight's new tabletop card games, trading card games, Star Wars Unlimited. And I've been working on trying to develop a way to stream that on the road. Take my gear, take my cameras and everything on the road and stream that remotely. As such, I am trying to raise some funding for some gear that will allow me to do that a little easier. I probably should not be this close, but for now, we're going to set up. So what we're going to do also in a little bit is I'm going to pull up the HelloFresh website. We're going to go check it out because I have not been over there yet either. This Austin and I are about to have a collision.
I could do this all day.
All right, let's try these planes.
Damn, I love this job.
So I'm getting 2 planes with 2 torpedoes that hit really hard. There's a lot of ships over there. Let's go pick on the NorCal. He's got a Rico with him, but let's see if I can sneak these guys through.
Gucci, so much for anti-lock brakes.
I think my hull is about to sail out in front of God and everybody, and I'm a little salty about it. All right, NorCal just took a torp. That means his damage control is probably up. Inside the Zhao's AA bubble. Let's get down. Okay, so those do not work. Like, they just melt under any kind of concentrated fire. That feels pretty awful. Now, the reload on them is short, at least. They've got that going for them. So this team is not very effective. North Carolina's largely dead. Gave up most of his health doing, I don't know what. Who could have predicted it? Yep. I gotta say, guys, this is just... I don't care for Tone, and this is reinforcing my distaste for the ship right now. Not gonna lie. I've never cared for Tone, and this is honestly just kind of making me go, yep, I still don't care for Tone. All right, we got a fire to stick on the Bismarck. That second set of torps may... No, he's moved out of that. I say may hit him, but no, not going to happen now. Come on, guns. Killing me. He's dead. No. Somehow the sub missed him. At point-blank range, the sub couldn't even hit him. Feels pretty awful. Well, we took care of it.
Execution style. Time to put on the beer goggles.
All right, let's work on the Burgonia for a spell. Sort of don't like where this is going, but we're going to try it anyway. I need the sub to keep spotting for me. If he can do that, we can get some good damage out of this. Nope. My friend, there you go.
Another disannulment.
Ugh. Well, if this guy won't spot, we're gonna be doing a lot of crying out here because we can't see nothing. There we go. Oh, hi. Your point-blank torpedoes are meaningless because they don't hit that hard. Come on, man. All right. I don't think this is going to be that useful, but we're going to try it anyway.
Where's a hammer when you need one?
Oh, I'm going to get him.
I was born ready.
All right, we caught up on ships. They've got a Hindenburg and a 190.
That's a tough break.
If we can kill the Hindi, I'm going to start to feel better about my life. If we can kill the Hindi, I can probably hunt and kill the sub. This guy's barely moving. He's going to regret that. Yep, he sure is. They have 2 subs? No, just the one. Okay. Let's go find this clown. Between me and the Austin, we ought to be able to get this guy.
Say hello to my little friend.
Come get some.
Coochie coochie.
All aboard the Midtown Express to hell.
Now, Rico is not any... Rico and a Groningen is a terrible idea for me to take planes up against. But we're going to try it anyway because I got nothing else to do with them. One torpedo. Feels terrible.
So much for anti-lock brakes.
All right. I'm going to hold this side. Okay, they killed the Groningen. That feels pretty good. I'm going to hold down this side of the map. I'm going to leave the autopilot on for a bit. Is the Aranya the same as the tech tree? She's very close, Barjar. We were looking at her earlier. I actually kind of like the ship. I don't think she's worth the steal. Personal opinion. All right, they're making good inroads on the Rico. You're going to turn eventually, right? No, you're not, because my autopilot somehow, for some reason, turned itself off.
This all day.
Oh, hey, what's up? All right, Hydro's coming up. The timing on this is going to be perfect. He should be almost directly in front of me. 2 minutes of Hydro. We should be good on this. Oh, there she is. How you doing? How was class?
Well, it was the last class.
Oh,
Last meeting.
oh, it was the last one. Okay, then.
It was our last after action.
All right, we're banging away with the Hydro. We'll find him eventually. I think he's on the south side of the cap. I think he's out there somewhere. Ooh, hello, Audacious. How we doing, buddy?
I could run over my daughter's stereo and not hear it.
We are moving pretty quick for this, but the goal is to drive him towards the Austin right now. Yep, look who I found.
So much for anti-lock brakes.
Are you going to come to the surface? I wouldn't do that. I'll just ram you, man. Come on. Don't think I won't do it. I got heels. I'll just ram you. Austin's going to kill you anyway. Yeah, whatever. Good enough. I'm 100% willing to take that shot. All right, the Audacious is somewhere south of us. Let's go find him. Let's cut back out here. Let's go spot the Audacious. There he is. What is up, Mr. Audacious? How we doing? Oh, I probably don't want to get caught by planes here. Yeah, this is not good for me.
Don't know that I'm classy.
Hey, what is up? Let's go.
Honestly, I have the vocabulary of a sailor. A highly educated sailor, but as a sailor, Sometimes things slip.
All right, let's see if I can get in here for a strike.
So much for anti-lock brakes.
I think he's faster than they are. Oh, I hit him with one. Okay, so we took a flood. That'll put his DCP on cooldown at least. So now we're chasing the Zao and the Audacious. All right. So this game has turned out okay. I'm still not a tremendous fan of the way this ship plays. It's just not, it's not for me. At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. It's just not for me.
Everybody's got a different play style.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with the ship. It's capable. When I play a Japanese cruiser, I want to sit out here with my guns and beat the bejesus out of things. And this ship is, it's kind of so-so at that part. Say what?
All aboard the Midtown Express to hell.
Say it one more time.
Ceiling fan.
Actually, the fan would be lovely. Thank you.
So much for anti-lock brakes.
All right, now I've got him under my guns. We can start having some fun with him. Yeah, see, the fire's going to stick for a spell because he had to burn his DCP earlier.
A crowbar would come in handy right about now.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Not a bad little game. Not a bad little game.
Better than the ones you had this weekend.
Oh, the Sunday games on Sunday were infuriating. I spent Sunday trying to get games for videos for Aviere and Dallas. I think I played, it only took me about 3 games in Aviere, and I finally got there. But Dallas, oh my God, the teams I kept getting just the most ridiculously bad teams you could possibly imagine. It was rough. It was rough. So yeah, right in the middle of the pack, and that's reasonable. I did not perform like I didn't have some kind of crazy amazing game. Turpitz played a monster game. Take one of these. Love the Austin. Good teammate. That was a solid team win. That's nice. That's nice. If you like Tone, say what?
You were very cranky on Sunday.
Because Sunday was a bad day. If you like Tone, you will like Chikuma. If you don't like Tone, I would not spend the steel. That's kind of how I'd sum that one up, I think. Okay, let's play some of these requests. You guys have been super patient. Actually, before we do that, let's do our fundraising thing for a bit. Let's poke around this website for a minute. You guys have to give me a second here because I have not done this myself. We're going to be doing this at the same time together, just as soon as I find. There, haha. Okay. So let's look at this thing. Here we go. Oh wow, that's the wrong thing. I want to interact with this one. No. Why are you... Look. There we go. Whatever. Go get off my screen. You don't need that. Okay. Now, so this is something that I've kind of been wanting to investigate, right? I love to cook. But I will say, over the last few years, it's gotten really irritating. We have a really, really nice H-E-B not far from the house, but it's on the other side of the freeway. So getting over there has become a real hassle because of the way the roads around here are designed. So I spend a lot of time in the car going back and forth to the grocery store. So I remember hearing about HelloFresh a number of years ago thinking, we've gotten to where we do grocery delivery on occasion. And I thought this might be kind of fun because they literally send you the recipe and everything like all in one big box. So when I got the opportunity to do this, I thought this might be kind of neat. So I kind of want to check this out. So pick a plan up to 11 meals. Okay. Now, I'm guessing that you tailor this to the number of people that you have to feed. Recycle your... Okay, so there's recycle, cooking, enjoy. Okay. And there's an app that goes with all of this. So let's see. Let's have a look at this real quick. So are they fixed, or can you, like, pick and choose? Okay. But then I guess one of the questions I have is... So, Barjar, I've had a lot of people tell me that they either have it or they've tried it. I'd love to hear your opinion. Anybody who's tried HelloFresh, I want your opinion. I want to know what you thought of it. Like, there's some good-looking stuff in here. Now, pictures always make it look like, oh, you know, like there's a whole art to photographing food. Go away, I'm busy.
I think Allie has done it.
Okay. I guess one of the things I'm curious about, like, usually we only have to feed the 2 of us. I don't mind having leftovers. Oh, serving 2 people. Okay, so, like, this is meant for, like, a serving for 2, apparently. Classic enjoys it. Xanda says it's good. Yep, okay. And Xanda, that's also reasonable. Gumo's done it. They've all been delicious unless you screwed up the recipe. But it is pricey. You're definitely paying for the convenience, I think. To me, it's no different than, like, again, we talk about having groceries delivered, right? If
Pay a little extra when
you pay extra, right? Not only are you paying extra, like, I don't know if you've noticed this.
the prices are higher.
The prices, when you go into like the HEB app to order food, the prices are higher than what you're paying for if you go in and pull it off the shelf yourself. And on top of that, you're paying a delivery charge.
Yes, because you're paying for the overhead of the person that's going and shopping.
Exactly.
For
You have to cover the cost of the person who's pulling the stock for you, and you're paying a delivery fee, and you're paying, of course, you're still paying taxes, right? Okay. Free a week, 1911. So they have menu plans they have plans that small. I'm sure you do. That's not 2. Oh, 3. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you can go. All right. So let's just assume you went max size for 2 people, 6 meals a week, $130. That's. Let me think about this for a minute. This $20 a meal, $22 a meal. Let's call it. So $11 per person. That is definitely a little on the high side. I can see it.
To be honest, it's not all that much different from going to Chick-fil-A these days.
Well, I was gonna say it's roughly equivalent to like counter service.
Yeah.
Like if you would go to like a counter service restaurant and order something. Yeah, Classic says it's certainly less than a sit down restaurant, unquestionably. But I'd say the price is probably on par with a counter service place. But you're able to cook your own food,
You know
which.
you kind of know what's in it.
Right. And
generally
the other nice thing is if you've got a little bit of cooking experience and you're not afraid to, tweak some recipes, you can do that. Throw a few extra spices in.
Yeah.
We like doing that. What?
You get to keep the recipes, and then when you want to recreate it, you can just.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. That's a really good thing too. So even if you only did this for a short amount of time, you'd end up with a bunch of recipes that you either knew you liked or knew you didn't like.
Yep.
Okay. It does, Stormseeker. The promo code that I have, you get free breakfast. So I'm not sure how they factor that in. Either they just add extra meals on top of whatever you order. I'm guessing that's probably what they do. I mean, even 3 a week at $70 a person, is it about the same price? It should be a little higher. Like business-wise, it should be a little higher. Divided by 3. No, not. Yeah. It's like 50 cents more. It's a little higher. It's like instead of being like 11 and 15 cents, it's 11 and 65 cents. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I think so, Stormseeker. I believe that's correct. What I don't know, and let's actually check this on stream. Hold on a minute. I'm going to close this window out. Let's actually interact with this thing and see what it does. Hold on a minute. Maybe I can tell you. Maybe my thing tells me over here. Set up and prepare. Where's the thing? There's a thing. Dang it. Where is it?
What are you looking for?
Trying to figure out. Oh, here we go. When I click there, I wanted the campaign link. There we go. So I want to click this and see where it goes. Good thing for folks who know just a little bit about cooking, but not enough. I think that's also reasonable, right? I think it's interesting. I have to admit that I am heavily biased in this area because I learned to cook at like age 10, right? I was a Boy Scout. You learn to cook, okay? They teach you to cook. It's a life skill. The fact that we don't teach people in high school how to, like, basic cooking skills is mind-blowing to me.
Mac is not a thing.
It should be. It should be.
Well, it was when I was in school.
I know, but either way, the point remains that I learned how to cook at a very early age. I'm comfortable cooking. Following a recipe for me is really easy. I love doing it. But I am curious, but if you're not if it's intimidating, this is probably a great way to get started because you don't even have to worry about screwing it up, right? Okay. When you click the link for the deal, it's 10 free meals, and there's a star here. What does the asterisk say? Only valid for new customers, based on a total discount applied over a 7-week period for a 2-person, 3-recipe subscription. 7-week period for 2-person. So it sounds like they give you 1 free breakfast for life based on a limit of 1 free breakfast item per box as long as you remain active. So yeah, so basically with each box with the deal, you're getting 1 free breakfast. And then it looks like for the first 6 weeks, they're adding in a couple of free meals each week. Is what if I'm reading it, more or less, right? 10 free meals means either I don't know if you're getting a discount. It's not clear if you're giving it to you as a discount or they're just giving you free stuff. Blacktook, I don't think there is. Maybe there is. Let's see. Is there one?
What's that? What's he asking?
Is there not one for it's a single person? And I guess there's not. They seem to be made for just 2. So what I'm guessing then is that if you did it as 2 people, 2 meals a week, and just had a bunch of, just when you cooked, you'd be like cooking for 2, you'd have leftovers. You could probably get 2 or 3 meals out of it and then have another one. That would be my guess. The 2 meals per week, 2 people is $60. Not even $55. It's interesting. We may have to try this. I may have to try my own offer.
Well, we can set up the cameras and do some cooking.
Well, I've thought about it, and I think that I thought I got some credit to use in the store to get a box in for the cooking stream, but I haven't done that yet. I need to check back with them. Yeah, no, Wife Aggro, I agree. It's something that I'm definitely thinking about doing. So I think it's probably, I got to talk to Ginger, but I like the idea of it. I will say this, hot plate on the board game table. No, that will not be a thing. I will just set the cameras up in the kitchen, which I could easily run over to Oscar and make it work. I'll say this. If you are interested in supporting the channel, I get a big bonus. I get, like, everybody that signs up, I get a notable chunk of investment towards the money that I'm trying to earn for the portable streaming gear that I'm looking to acquire. So if you're so inclined, I would appreciate it. If you're not, I understand. It's also kind of a tough month to be maybe looking at extra expenditures, right? I understand that as well. But
On the other hand, it's a good month to have something that just shows up at your doorstep that you take care of.
That's true. Now, Hedman asks a good question. Do we specialize in terms of who cooks what? Not really. I grill meat. I love to grill meat on the grill.
That is one thing that I let him do because he is much better at it than I am. Mainly because I've never really done it a lot. So.
For me, meat cooked outdoors on an open flame tastes better.
Yep.
And always will. That's just, for me, it's something I learned a long time ago. I love to grill meat. But in the kitchen, we both cook, we both bake. I love to bake. Baking is so much fun and it's so easy. Baking is just chemistry. I love chemistry. It's so much fun. I love to bake. I do like Dead Cow Classic, but I like Dead Chicken and Dead Pig too, so, whatever. Adeldrell, gas, because of where I live. I would like to eventually get back to maybe messing around with charcoal or have a smoker, but I have not done either one in a while. I can cook on charcoal, but I have gas out back because usually it's easier for me to just go outside and turn the burners on, and in 15 minutes I can have meat on the grill, right? So for me, the gas thing is a speed. It's a choice because I usually, when I want to grill meat, I don't want to wait a while for the coals to get hot.
Now we have certain dishes that I do and he does.
Oh, for sure.
Like he does, steak, chicken, pork, whatever.
Yep.
I do like my grandmother's chicken casserole, or I have a really good recipe for chicken parmesan that I've used.
You haven't done that one in a while.
No, well, there's been 3 of us instead of 2 of us, and it's.
It would make plenty for 3 of us.
I know, but I have to invest in the extra to get it.
Still. But anyway, all right, guys. So there's our look at HelloFresh. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And again, if you're interested, the support will always be welcome. If it's not for you, I understand. I don't fault you. I'm trying. Like I said, I'm trying to raise a little bit of money to see if I can expand my streaming setup for the road. And we'll see how it goes. We'll try this month. Next month, maybe we'll try something else. Well, next month I'm probably going to take the month off, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, because we're going to be gone for a week. And I start back at school.
All right. Okie dokie. Thank you, dear.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Pizzaria. This is for Black Duke. All right, I've got a Baltimore on my left, a Shimanto on my right, and I'm in mid. I am not a ship that wants to play mid, not with 2 submarines derping around. I do have 5-kilometer hydro. I have short smokes, and I have 7-kilometer depth strikes. Okay. But with AP only, I am not going to be highly effective against submarines. So, Freak, that's a good point. When I was a scout, I did learn to use the charcoal chimneys. They are incredibly handy. You're not wrong. We had big cooking tables that we would do the charcoal on. I did a lot of Dutch oven cooking. My lovely wife bought me a Dutch oven when I was a scout, and we seasoned it, but I've not ever actually cooked anything in it. We have a porcelain Dutch oven that we have used in the kitchen inside, like in the oven or on the stove. It's wonderful. It's great for making stews. It's beautiful for making stews. But I have not busted out my like old school Dutch oven. I should at some point. They're fun to cook in. They're so much fun. I miss Dutch oven cooking. I used to have a whole little packet of Dutch oven recipes, right? That I would carry with me when we went camping, and I would bake bread. I remember a couple times I would do like breakfast. I remember one morning, a couple times at camping, when I was the chuckmaster for the troop for the adults. Yeah, gumbo in a Dutch oven. 152 is correct. I got up early one morning. I got the coals ready, and I baked breakfast casseroles in Dutch ovens, and then I did like sweetbread in Dutch ovens. So I had like 4 or 5 Dutch ovens baking a bunch of stuff for breakfast. Most people don't put that much effort into breakfast, but I'm a breakfast kind of guy. And it was super awesome. The scouts were hilarious, right? These 13, 14-year-old kids would come and be like, well, this looks really good. And it's like, well, why didn't you do it? All you have to do is decide you want to do it and get up early enough to do it, guys. Like, you know. All right, now I have deep water torps. No, that's Irian. These are regular torps, but they're short range. Okay. Kind of crap then. Ooh, he's still in there. I think he's leaving. Oh, hey, Chapayev. How you doing, buddy?
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Ooh, yeah, I fire a lot of AP in this boat, man. You got to be careful of that. Yeah. Yeah. You got to be a little frosty there, my friend. Your engine was out. Okay, now your engine's not out. Now you're trying to speed up and get the hell away from me because you realize that I'm actually deadly to you. Ooh. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Chapayev, you really do not want to pick a fight with something like an Edinburgh or this thing that's going to fire a lot of AP at you. Oh, yeah, Mr. October. Cobblers are the easy thing to do in the Dutch oven, right? Like, they're generally very, very easy to do. Okay, he's turning out. Ooh, the Cleveland would be a good shot for me. Can I get... Oh, I got eyes on him? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I think I'm going to get the stern turrets over. Yeah. This ship is so good at beating up light units, light cruisers, and destroyers. It's like driving a British light cruiser. It really is. I got a few of the bow turrets over. So Akizuki needs to run for his life. Now, I'm probably not going to Citadel of Cleveland. He has 6 inches of belt armor, and these are only 6-inch shells. But I can get full pins for days and make him sorry for... Yep. I don't know why this Akizuki is still firing. He's a complete moron. He should have run and turned off his guns a long time ago. The good news is I'm about to rack up kill number 2 on a light cruiser. No, fine. The Shimanto stole it. But either way.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
I do sort of wish I had longer range torpedoes, but I sort of get why I don't. It would be a little ridiculous for me to have them, honestly. But I can rack up full pin damage for days on this guy. Ooh, he just got citadeled by the other North Carolina. It's amazing. Let's go. Ooh, wrecked. Oh, and the sub's over here. All right, now I actually am not completely incompetent when it comes to sub hunting. We will Xanda. I don't have 1311 codes yet. They haven't handed those out. But I still have plenty of codes on 13.9 and 13.10, so we should be good on codes for a spell. I do like this boat. She's different. She's just different enough to be fun. Now, I need this North Carolina to not get murdered. I need him to do good work on this Odin. That was not it. He fired at the Cossack instead. And this guy... So this North Carolina is now in a 4-on-1. Because the sub is hunting him, too. And he's T-boned into an island. Yeah, so he's dead. So in a minute, it's going to be me and this Shimanto versus the world. Alright, the Odin is turning in. That's going to give me better shots. Yep, that was kind of expected. Well, we used to have a big ship lead. It's kind of starting to dwindle a little bit. Can't say I'm excited about this. All right, the salmon is still up in front of us somewhere. He's turning. That's good. It's going to give us the chance to punish him a little harder. Bam! That's what we needed. Good job, Ipiranga. The destroyers and the submarine don't frighten me at all. These guys we can go have some fun with. Shimanto's got his hydro available. Sub is running north. This is the Akazuki. He's already pretty low. And he's got a hull in front of him, so he can't torpedo me.
This is a force to be reckoned with.
Now he's moving to get the torpedo shot he wants.
Much better.
Let's go, Mr. Akazuki. You and me, buddy. Let's go.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Go away.
Looks like you're coming aboard the seams.
Oh! The only good bug is a dead bug. Doctor, thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
Oh my god, the quarterback is toast.
So, Xanda, the answer is no, because I signed up for it today. So, no, I do not. Today or yesterday. They haven't given them out yet. 20 seconds. Let's see what this Cossack decides to do. Turns out that when a light cruiser is allowed to do light cruiser things, good things happen. How about that? I know, right, Black Duke? Who knew? Ladies and gentlemen, I killed both cockroaches in that match. That's right. That's right. It's the way we do these things. Classic. That is what winning looks like in this game, sir. So, Black Duke, thank you for the Pizzaria request. I haven't played that boat in a while, and it's easy to forget sometimes how good she really is. Very nice. Thank you. Well, look at that. A 2K base. I can't complain about that. That's a nice game. I murdered 2 subs, a light cruiser, and a destroyer. That's the kinds of things that I should be murdering while I chip in some farm damage on things that are bigger than me. I wish, Hetman. There should be an achievement for that, right? Bug Stomper. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna petition Bogsy that we make an achievement for murdering 2 submarines. Yeah, pest control. There we go. I like that one. Pest control. Pest control. Kill 2 submarines in the same match. Pest control. That should totally be a thing. You know, back in the day when Mouse was still an active CC, she had so many great ideas for new achievements. Right? You go play a game of tanks, and it feels like even if you play a mediocre game of tanks, you get this mountain of medals and achievements. Why don't they do that in boats? Why is that not a thing in boats, right? They could have so much, especially now that achievements don't award any flags. Back in the day when they had a tangible reward with them, I sort of understood why they kind of, they kept it kind of on the DL, right? But now, why? What's holding you back? They literally serve no purpose other than little XP bonuses and some fun and some bragging rights, right? That would be cool. She really did, Classic. That's one of the reasons I miss the old forums, man. We lost so much history of the game when that old forums went away. All right, Merton wanted a game in Theseus. He's been very patient. Let's see if I can remember this: A, that the ship exists, and B, how to play it, presuming I've ever played it in my life. I probably have played it once. I feel like I've played it once. Okay. Ha! Profundity. No, I mean, thank you, but no. I need to lose about 35 or 40 pounds. I am very, very firmly ensconced in middle age with all of the pain that entails. Okay, so apparently I've never played this boat. Torpedo bombers and skip sea hornets. Aren't these the same planes as Indomitable? They are the same planes as Indom. Interesting. How interesting. They must function differently, though. Must have them set up different. I've got Joe Bob torpedo bombers. These are typical British torps. They're kind of garbo. And then I have what? AP skip bombs? HE. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at the 2,000-pound skip bombs. Holy crap. That's insane. That's nuts. 6 in a squadron, 12 on deck, 85-second regen. 90-second, 85. Feels like you almost have to play this boat a little like Indom. She's not quite as extreme as Indom, but she's up there. Okay. All right, let's try and figure this out. We definitely want flight control mod. Probably, let's see. The skip bombers look like they hit harder, but truth be told, I get heals for both? No. No, just heals for the... Okay. Okay, just heals for the torpedo bombers. Let's go for the torps. Let's go for the torps. Do I really care about 5% of 30 knots? It's like 2 knots. No, not you. Like, this is like 2 knots. Is that worth it? We'll try it. I'm not convinced that's a good use of that one. Aircraft engines and then air groups. All right. Now, I think I'm going to spec this captain. I'm probably going to want to spec this captain differently than Audacious or sorry, than Implacable. Maybe not, honestly. Maybe not. I think maybe... I think I'm just going to take my Implacable captain. Yeah, seriously, right, Greasy? These are crazy. Okay. We're going to... Here's what we're going to do. Here... 1 point. I think we're going to go... Yes. Let's try this. And then, what we're going to do... where's my Implacable commander? Or sorry, my Theseus commander. He's at 21. 21. Come on, you're in here. Okay. This shouldn't be hard, guys. Did I look right at it? You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking... earlier I was having this conversation... I'm looking at the wrong place. Derp. Yes. Okay, and now we want to recall him. Now that he's trained from Implacable. Okay, let's try this. I'm thinking of Colossus. Colossus is the one that had the crazy AP rockets. Yes. Okay. I got Colossus and Theseus mixed up. I don't think I've ever actually played Theseus. Once. Ever. So let's try it. Remember, gentlemen, I'm a terrible carrier player. Do not take this stream as advice or suggestions on how to play carrier. If you see me do it, chances are you want to run away screaming in an aircraft carrier and not do whatever I just did. Finnegan. It's a good question. I'm going to say that CB is not hard. But that's going to come with a caveat. By my definition, no ship class is hard. However, all of them require you to play them to acquire the skills you need to be even just average in them, right? Playing a carrier, playing a destroyer is different than a cruiser, is different than a battleship, but they all have a similar play style built around main battery guns, right? Carrier is different. You have to learn a completely different set of skills to play an aircraft carrier. You have to learn about things like AA bubbles and maneuvering and the whims of the ridiculously bad autopilot system in the game, and so on and so forth. So, if you've only ever played surface ship, carrier is going to feel hard because you don't know what you don't know. There's a lot to learn, okay? However, if you put as many games into your carrier as you do your surface ships, 1,000, 2,000 games playing carrier, you will reach a point where it will not feel as hard. There are people on Twitch you can go watch. People like, oh, that's cool, seeing the little David arms come down. That's pretty badass. Guys like AF and Remu, for example, you can go watch them.
Let's go.
And learn a lot about carrot. What is this? Oh God, is this Greece? Ugh, I hate this map. Okay, and learn a lot about carrier by watching somebody else. But they literally have thousands of games in a carrier, so they have an innate understanding of the class built from years of playing it. Most players, the overwhelming majority of players in this game, have been biased against carriers, either directly or indirectly, by YouTube or Twitch or whoever, and so they never take the time to learn aircraft carrier. And so, I agree, 1911, but the same way a good player makes Battleship look easy, a good player will make almost anything look easy. That's why they're a good player. What I'm trying to get at is, if you're really interested, right, you have to invest the time to learn how things work. Whoa! I like that. Oh, 11K in a fire. That's nuts. So when you go and you watch these guys that play tons of carrier, they do make it look easy. But it's because they have so many reps in the class, they would make it look easy no matter what they were playing. What I was trying to say earlier. So many players are biased against carrier. They never take the time to learn how the class functions. And as a result, they have an unrealistic expectation of what can be achieved in their minds. No floods. Feels bad. Let's keep picking on this hawk. Ooh, the buffalo would be a good shot now. I bet my HE bombs will do mean things to this buffalo. Let's go find out. Oh, come on, I hit the button. Oh my God. Get out of there. Bloody hell, that's stupid. I agree, Hetman. 100%. And that's exactly the kind of player that I'm talking about. If you take the time to learn the class, just like any other class in Warships, it turns out you can be really good at it. Huh, who knew? All right, we're gonna put our focus. We're gonna win we're gonna win this flank now. I'm gonna put my focus on the Kerr first, and getting him out of here. Wow, that was a Garbo hit. Finnegan, that would honestly be kind of ridiculous, truth be told. Japanese planes are already pretty good, right? Like, they don't have a lot of HP, but they generally hit like trains. Yeah, I'm burning through a lot of plane reserves already. I need to be very, very careful. Most of their team is at A. So we're going to avoid A and pick on the lone ships. Wow, either I suck at aiming those, or he's... Okay, I suck at aiming those. Man, those torps are slow. Okay. Well, our Hoffman died. That's very frustrating. He shouldn't have. Let's go harass the bejesus out of this Jaeger. Oh, hey, look who I found. How we doing? Well, I hit him with one. That feels pretty good, at least.
So much for anti-lock brakes.
See, you can see now I'm not... No, the Jaeger does not have very much AA. That's one of the reasons I'm picking on him. I do not have very good... I'm not a very good carrier player, right? That's why I'm kind of out here. I'm derping, honestly, and I'm not having a ton of success. I'm trying to pick on these lone ships. A ship like Atago that doesn't have a lot of health should be an easy win for me. Which is good. We're going to need the win. He's going to have to turn and run. And I'm going to be there with the torpedoes, waiting for him. Oh, hey, what up, Shima? Irritating. All right, Schlieffen, you know he's there now, so try not to get murdered by him, okay? All right, we have... Oh, okay, I was going to say, we're tied on ships. We were tied on ships. We're not now. And my what's-a-who's it failed because of reasons. There we go. Here, shimma, 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 shimma. Okay, he's out here. If he's smart, he's trying to run under the guns of this, under the AA bubble of this buffalo. If he's smart. Oh, great. I love how my autopilot's going to run me into an island, even though that's 100% not what I told it to do. All right, we're only 200 points down. This is still a winnable game. All right, there we go. Buffalo bought it. Oh, I hit him with all three! Let's go. I blind dropped him and hit him with all three. That feels pretty good. That was at least a 6 or 7K hit. He's hurting in there. Between the Jaeger and the Schlieffen, they ought to be able to finish him off. All right, let's move up to here. He definitely felt that for sure. He 100% felt that. He put the fire right out, but it was a solid hit. If memory serves, Iparanka doesn't have much AA, does she? Somebody help me out with the refresh my memory here. Hey, what up, Shima? How we doing, buddy? You're all alone. All by myself. Alright, well, he's dead now. That feels pretty good. Alright, what else we got cooking? Alright, Iparanka up north bought it. Shima bought it. I got a DM down here. I'm in range of AA range of something. Oh, I stumbled into the Kurfürst AA range momentarily. Let's go pick on this Bismarck. He's all by himself back here. He has made himself a lonesome target, ladies and gentlemen. See if we can get a sticky fire on this guy. Nope, non-pen. Feels bad. All right, we'll take the Taurus back for him. We'll have some fun. My hull is in a terrible position because my autopilot just kept driving places for reasons that I don't know why. Whatever. Alright, the Vlad is going to die, more than likely. He has chosen death. So for some reason, despite surrounding this entire point, we're going to let them keep ticking points off of it. Guys, why are we doing this? Could one of you get in there and get this done, please? That'd be amazing. Alright, I think we're going to have to go pick on this Schlieffen now. I kind of want to pick on the Bismarck. Alright, high-speed run, let's go. Oh, and now I'm literally past the Bismarck. Wow. These planes are too fast. That's nuts. I'm going to lose one just turning around because the planes are too fast. Just get him into the water. That's all I want. Get him into the water. Okay. Alright, let's keep trying here. We aren't out of this yet. Ooh, my fighter's got some bait. That feels pretty good. Finish off that Des Moines, fellas. You finish off that Des Moines, we're going to be in marvelous shape. There you go. Nicely done, Colbert. Only a cool 103,000 spotting damage. Alright, the Balau is still hanging out along the south edge of this cap somewhere, I think. Kurfürst is all the way in back. Not sure where the Chikalev has set up camp. I really want to find the Chikalev. There he is. So, there's my fighter, so we can spot everybody. Let's see what these bombs can do to a carrier. I remember once upon a time that Colossus was kind of silly because she could do crazy things with a carrier snipe with those AP rockets. But now I'm genuinely curious what I can get away with on this Chikalev. With 2,000-pound HE bombs. Three into fire. Ooh, he took 12K off of that. That feels pretty nice. Let's try that again. Let's do more of that, please. Or should I go kill this Bismarck? Hang on, let me come back to mid.
Crowbar would come in handy right about now.
Bismarck's getting low, Kurfürst is getting low, Chikalov is out. Alright, let's just go pick on somebody. So, I'm not sure I like Theseus, but I'm not sure I dislike her. She's easier to play than Indomitable. Like, without question, it's not even a contest easier. So I do like that about her. But I'm not sure, in general, that it's a boat I am excited to play. Oh, yeah! There we go. One full pin. Picked up a tier 10 kill right at the end. No, Thud, I'm not sure I would say well. I mean, that's my first game in the boat. She's interesting. I'm glad that I was... So one of the things that I felt like I did decently that match, that I don't always do well in carrier, is make the effort to spot. I was trying to drop fighters in spots and... Right, exactly, Lomo. She's got that advantage going for her in a way that Indom doesn't. I didn't feel like I had nearly as much trouble managing my plane reserves in that game as I would in an Indomitable game. Also, these planes are easier to use. The skip bombs are fairly easy to use. The torpedoes are slow, but not that bad. Once you adjust to the speed, I had to make some adjustments to be like, okay, these are painful. But once you get around that, it's not bad. I mean, middle of the pack is about where I should come in with a performance like that. 70,000 damage, a random kill, and a chunk of spotting is about right. I should not be running away with any kind of scoreboard lead with a game like that. That's a fairly pedestrian game for a carrier. But I'm not unhappy with it. For my first game in the ship, I'm actually quite pleased that I didn't embarrass myself, so I'll take it. All right. Aldro wants a game in Vittorio Cuniberti. I'm going to take this game in ranked, because I think Cuniberti is a pretty solid little boat in ranked, if you get the right matchmaking. No, not Veneto. Veneto's trash. Here we go. Cuniberti. Vittorio Cuniberti. Is the T8 carrier they put in the T5 to 7 drop bracket for Santa crates. Really? Wix, I'm not sure how that works exactly. How does that work? How's the Dockyard Tier 5 ship? What is the Dockyard Tier 5 ship? We should go play it. Somebody put that in the queue. Get me a ship name and put it in the queue.
Dragons!
I swallowed a little too quickly. I shouldn't go to A, but I'm going to A.
Born to be wild.
Love, exciting and new.
Okay. Gris, I'm going to send your points back when I come around to play the ship.
Right behind.
Let's flex my Italian speed and get there ahead of the Punk Z23. So Leviathan, Italian destroyers are a very different playstyle. They're not for everybody. They're honestly, I won't say they're destroyer on hard mode. I'll say they're advanced destroyer. One of the reasons I'm trying to do the videos on them, and I do finally have an Avieta game. I had one a while from about 8 or 9 weeks ago, but I forgot to record it, and so now I can't record it. But
And it got such good
they're
gas mileage.
destroyer on advanced mode, and they're kind of like, once you understand destroyer, how to play it, how to position it, what spotting ranges, all this kind of crap. Picking up an Italian destroyer and kind of challenging yourself is actually a lot of fun. But you're not wrong; they are very different. They play unlike any other destroyer out there. You will probably not set many damage records, and that's okay. That's not what these boats are good at. They're little pocket destroyer assassins, and they're really good at murdering other destroyers and controlling capture zones. And as long as you kind of stick to that, they're really good. Now, one of the things they struggle hard with, and I mean hard, they struggle hard with, oh, hi. Okay, the Chapayev radar's up, but whoever it is not in range yet. There we go. They struggle hard with domination games. So if you put them in a domination game, sorry, not domination games, a standard battle. You put them in a standard battle, they're going to struggle hardcore. That's just who they are. That's just part and parcel. That's part of it, man. They just struggle hard with it. But watch what's about to happen. This guy is about to lose sight of me just because my gun bloom is so small. So I can take gunfights against guys that have backup and be less concerned about it because I have a bit of an out, right? As soon as I can get far enough away from them, I don't have to worry about my gun bloom getting me killed. The entire team has come here.
Suck it down. I'm gonna kill you.
So, what the actual F, guys? Well, there's a Cleveland in that smoke, but he's going to be very, very upset with his life choices soon. Murder the Cleveland, please.
You've got a lot of guts. Let's see what they look like. Come get some.
And the speed these things can achieve is crazy. They're a lot of fun. So Finnegan, which the torpedo-centric Japanese boats, right? Like Shiratsuyu in that branch, or like are you moving towards the gunboats? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I knew he'd done this. Can I scoot out ahead of these? I'm gonna let the Bismarck play get down, Mr. President, for me here. Yep, we made it. Made it. Let's go. This is a mistake, by the way, the whole team being here.
Suck it down. Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
I'm going to back cap B. They're trying to save this Cleveland, but I don't think it's going to work. I think their Bismarck is either AFK or just so far out of range that he's just not useful. Or both. Could be both. There's the Bismarck. Okay, so I have a free, easy path to B. No problem. We're going to get this done. Kill the Cleveland. There we go. Okay, so they're going to have a cap lead. But we are 100%... Oh, hi, Z23. How you doing? That's an uncomfortable place for you to be, isn't it? I don't feel like giving up health. Tennessee basically has to keep running, and his speed is so bad, he's going to struggle with it. I'll have him lit up. I'll have him lit again here in a second. Now, the Bismarck on the 8 line, what he should do, if he's smart, he should turn around, but he won't because it's randoms. That's what he ought to do. He ought to turn around, but he's not going to do it. Our Bismarck is chosen death, which feels pretty awful. If they put this Tennessee out of our misery, life will also feel a lot better. Hopefully my torpedoes help. They look pretty good. He's turning into them now. Well, he only ate one, but whatever. Crap happens. I can beat you in a gunfight, little Zed. You don't frighten me, man. So let's finish this cap while my team finishes the Tennessee. The torpedoes, either they got spotted at the last second or they forced him to turn, whatever. Either way, they achieved their goal. You're welcome, Street Shaman. Appreciate it. All right, so let's finish this cap. Then we're going to get back towards mid and lay some friendly sea mines for this Bismarck. I don't care for the fact that my team is so busy focused on this Tennessee that they've sort of let the enemy team just sort of walk into the middle of the map. We need to focus this Bismarck out. Okay, y'all need to get your guns looking here now. That's your next kill, boys. He is the most vulnerable ship on their team right now. He is super exposed. And in fact, if they're not careful, I'm gonna just sail south and cap C on them too. In fact, I think I'm going to. I don't think they can stop it. Yeah, our trooper, exactly. I just had the same thought. Like, they've run away from C. I don't think they can stop me. We have some low ships here. Like, they'll probably be able to kill the Brandenburg. And they might even be able to kill the Key. But we've got a lead. They will shortly have no board control whatsoever. Yep, there goes the Brandenburg. That's kind of expected. All right, Bismarck's going to turn south. Their board position is terrible. I sort of don't understand how they think they're going to win. Is the Bismarck going to turn north? Okay, well, good. I have metal fishes for him. Come on, buddy. Do it. Do it. Do it. I will say the Martel looks like he may have turned around. If he turned around and I find him up here at point blank range, I'm probably dead. But I feel like I have to take this risk because they've caught up on ships and the team is just not playing smart or well. Actually, they're going to kill this Bismarck. Let's back off a bit. Let's back off just enough to see. I don't want to go blind into this cap. There's the Odin. Where's the Martel? Did he come back to play defense? God, I hope not. Doesn't look like he did. Yeah, the Martel's an A. Okay. So now that we own B and C, they pretty much can't get back into this game as long as my cruisers don't get murdered. I don't like the Chapayev. I feel like he's incredibly exposed up there. He's at risk of getting AP'd to death, which I really don't like. In fact, he's about to ground himself. Please don't ground yourself. Okay. He'll have some island cover in a minute. That'll help.
Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
Okay, they're running north, so they're gonna try and pursue the Chapayev. So I need to get back over there to help. Big giant ring around the rosy, this one. Okay, Chapayev's gonna escape with his ship. Life feels pretty good. The Martel is probably gonna have to turn back around. Okay, good. We have eyes. Yes, I needed that. Thank you.
Time for some fisting.
Which one is thank you?
Arrivederci, motherfucker.
What is the Martel doing? He needs to... The Martel needs to be coming back to mid. Yeah, he needs to come through the twins and get into the game. But as soon as he does, I'm going to have presents for him. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and throw my presents through the gap right now. Because that's the move that he needs to make if they want to win this game. Now, I have to be a little frosty here. I do not want to get murdered. Oh, God, Hipper. You're getting destroyed out here, man.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
And the smoke is not helping. Okay. Come on. Stop firing AP at him. Oh, my God. Okay, that ought to kill him.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Oh, come on. You lived on like 4 HP? Give me a break. There. Get wrecked. Now you can't see me, Odin. LOLOL. 60 seconds to a win. You can't stop it now. I know, right, Classic? That Hipper was stationary with a mountain of HP. And when I turned around, he was mostly dead. I'm like, really? Really? All you had to do was not suck.
Gas mileage.
What are we doing, Odin? You gonna run north? You gonna try and chase Chapayev down? All right, let's do it. I love everything you're throwing down right now. Let's go.
A crowbar would come in handy right about now.
You lose in 27 seconds, so you better make up your mind. The question is, who on their team doesn't lose the star? Is there a circumstance where Germans get away with throwing AP at battleship? 100%. If you're playing a German cruiser and you're firing at any broadside cruiser or battleship, you should be firing AP. Now, the trick is to not be aiming for their belt. When you go watch my German heavy cruiser videos, I show you some of this, right? You don't want to be firing AP at heavy cruiser armor-piercing rounds at the belt armor of a battleship, wasting your time. But you want to fire right below his deck. Between his belt armor and his deck is his casemate armor, and it's usually, I don't know, 50 to 150 mils. Your AP rounds will full pen that, and you'll get really good damage. Really good damage. That's a nice game. Good Berti, ladies and gentlemen. Good Berti. I still feel like the Italian destroyers are just... They're a very different playstyle. They're not for everyone. That doesn't make them bad. And I think that too many people immediately look at them and go, oh, these ships are garbage. They're not. They're just different. You've got to teach. It's like we were talking about with carriers. You've got to learn a different skill set. You've got to approach them a little differently. Okay, what else we got? Baltimore. Ooh, brutal. Baltimore had new. Let's look at Kalmar. Let's look at this dockyard ship while we're thinking about it. It's European, right? Tier 5 Euro something? No, not co-op. Randoms. There we go. Tier 5, you guys said? Is it? I feel like it's Euro. Euro? No. What is it? Yeah, Euro. What is this thing? Is this a destroyer? Tier 5 European destroyer. 3 guns? Less than 10,000 HP? 8-second reload? Why would you ever play this boat? Oh my god. Nicholas will turn this thing to ash in 4.5 seconds. Okay, she's going to be fairly stealthy. She's got that gun. She's fast. She's got that going for her, but that's about it. This is rough. Yikes. All right. Let's see what we can do here. What do I have for commanders laying around? I don't want. Give me like a. I don't have a 19 pointer. I was like, give me like a 16 or a 17 pointer. I don't have that. Give me like a 16. That's a 14 pointer off of Asteris. My Visby's a 12. Let's take this Visteris captain. What's up, Zath? I am up late. We started a little late tonight, but that's cool. It's giving us a chance to run a little late tonight. I'm okay with this. This still feels awful. 5-7 at tier 5 is okay. That's passable, but yikes. This is going to be rough, kids. All right, Artie is probably slow to traverse. Yep, so we probably need you. And we need... No. Give me engine protection. Thank you. And some of this. Which ARC Trooper? We talking... Which match? You talking about the Kundaberti ranked match we just did? Balmer, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, Zath. It's not bad. It's above average for sure. You're down there with, like... What's the other tier 5 that's this stealthy? T-22 is like this. Of course, the Kamikaze is better, but... Kamikaze's insane. I have a heal. Oh, I get a heal. Huh. Yes, ARC Trooper, we did win that game. We did indeed.
To Jurassic Park.
10-kilometer torps. They don't hit that hard, but they're quick. Let's put the flood up. Let's just do all their usual shenanigans here. No, I don't care about A on this boat. A is going to be garbage. All right. And then, so now my total health pool was about 12k. That's respectable. It's not amazing, but it's passable.
Welcome.
Who we got? Droopy, Pop. Guys, welcome in. Thank you for the follows. Earlier, guys, we were talking about the fundraiser we're running throughout December with HelloFresh. I'm going to work on trying to get a box of food and put together a cooking stream. No promises, because I got to work with my Stream Elements guy to figure all of that out. But hopefully, we can get that done. If I'm going to do a cooking stream, it feels like I should be able to get a box from these guys so I can try that out. And then I have to figure out how to set up the cooking stream, because I've never even contemplated that before. That'll be an adventure. Yeah, no problem, Zath. Just don't get spotted. Easy peasy. All right, guys. Kalmar. This is one of the new middle of the road dockyard rewards. We'll see if we can pull this off. There are so few mid-tier destroyers I enjoy. This ship has a very large hill to climb if I'm going to like it at tier 5. Like, for starters, you have to make Nicholas look average, or at least look... You have to be at least on par with Nicholas. I realize that Nicholas is stupid and silly, but she's good. She's just silly fun. Like, that's a good boat, man. What's up, Frosty? Welcome in. All right, we're right around... So we're tier 5 and 6 game. This is perfect. This is like ideal matchmaking. We've got a sub to hunt, even though my depth charges are kind of garbo because Europe. And I have a carrier to worry about, but at least it's a Russian carrier, so it's not that big a worry. Okay. Remember, guys, Russian carriers versus destroyers. The destroyer holds almost all the cards in that engagement. I won't say the Russian carrier is toothless, but he's not going to be very effective. I do outspot every destroyer they have, so that's a big advantage. And I outspot that cachalot by a big amount, so that's nice too. I agree, Adalgel. I find the concealment on Nicholas to be superior to the higher gun DPM. Hill's more like Hill's a great boat if you just want to sit and smoke and farm things, which at tier 5, totally valid way to play because plenty of opportunities. And we have aerospace in our game, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. In a Fuso, running a Fuso div here. Nice to see Arrow's back. I'm not usually streaming late enough for Arrow and I to run into each other because he's a West Coaster. This is one of those odd nights where I am streaming later than normal. Now, one of the problems I'm going to have with this boat is I'm grossly faster than the other ships that I need to support me. So I'm going to be very, very alone up here for a spell. I need to be very cautious. Excuse me. A CV main? Badger? Is he really? Good night, Zath. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Frosty. I've not seen Godzilla -1, but I've had so many people tell me it's excellent that I've just sort of that's how it's kind of cemented in my brain right now, is that, oh, okay, it's a good movie. Like, people whose opinion I trust on movies have told me it's a good movie. So that's my default position. It must be a good movie. Hey, Nicholas. What's up? Gun angles are pretty good. Still a little behind this Nicholas. There we go.
I'm gonna feel that one in the morning.
Oops. Well, at least I broke LOS. That's something. Actually, let's reverse with my stern back to this guy, just in case. Oh my god, I got a plane kill. Look at that. Now, we did beat the crap out of this Nicholas, so right now I'm going to try to play smart. I'm going to let him have the cap for now while I get flipped around and get into a better position with, is that Arrow? Yeah, okay, I've got one of the Fusos here with me. They can have the cap, that's fine. I can always come back and pick it up in a minute. Ooh, we got a sub to go kill. I'll work on that in a minute. His engine is out. He doesn't seem to have anything to do about it. Okay, he's out. Alright, let's go sub-hunting. Gotta go hunt the cockroach.
Time for some fisting.
Where you at, Mr. Cockroach? I outspot you by a huge margin here.
Coochie, coochie.
Ah, we caught him with the second stick. He's feeling it now. Oh, no. You'll never hit me in time, my friend. Told you. Oh, crap.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Mutsu is a little too close. Okay, I gotta hug the map edge over here while my torpedoes hopefully go kill this Mutsu. A ram would have been fun, but I'll take whatever I can get. Okay, the Mutsu's going out. That's all I care about. Let's get some torps on this repulse here in a minute. Goodbye, Mutsu. Alright. Alright, repulse. Life's looking pretty rough for you right now, man. You are hurting. Our other flank is just absolutely folded, haven't they? Look at that. Yikes. We still haven't managed to cap A, so let's go work on that, shall we? Ooh, Repulse felt that, ladies and gentlemen. But we are now down 3 ships, which is terrible. Oh, Greyhound is so good. Thank you, Tactical. Oh my god. This Vesser versus Farragut duel is like pain. Oh my god, guys.
That's how we do it. Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
I know how Russian planes work. You don't scare me. Oh, you weren't aiming at me. And of course, the Gade just sails right into it. Oh my god. Guys, you gotta learn not to suck. Why do all these destroyers suck? I don't understand. Oh, I'll take this. This is good. Should you be excited for Hipper? I mean, Hipper is not a bad boat. She is challenging, to put it lightly, but she is not a bad boat. Hipper's biggest challenge is her matchmaking bracket. The ship is quite capable, but the matchmaking is going to make you feel pain. God, our battleships. We have 2 Fusos that are competent, and everybody else is like, yeah, suicide, let's go! Empire of the Idiots. It definitely feels that way right now. I'm watching this Ismail just absolutely get his face melted at point-blank range to a Tiger. Kind of like, well, yeah, that's how that's going to work, man. All right. I have to get on this Tiger's flank. Oh, his engine is out. Okay. Yikes. What are you doing, sir? Aerospace is going to get just melted out here. I feel bad for him.
leave my ride behind.
Good news is that tiger has no idea that I'm here. So this has the potential to be a very, very, very good salvo. In fact, looks like he's going to eat all 6. So, time extension.
Fight, and you died a virgin. That's a tough break.
So, this boat might actually be somewhat capable, even when your team isn't. Like today. Good news is this will all be over soon. Good night, Frosty. Thanks for being here, buddy. Curly, thanks for being here as well.
Step right up and get some. Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
I'm bored. Oh, how did I miss that? Come on. Well, she's clearly a torpedo boat. Kalmar's guns are so thoroughly mediocre, you shouldn't be getting into a gunfight with anything. But the torpedoes, because of the quick reload and the speed, and most of the slowish battleships you're going to run into, they have some things to like about them. That team was garbage. I mean, my Fuso div showed up, but everybody else was like, nah, we're taking this one off. Leviathan, I would say somewhat, but Jaeger has more torpedo power. Like, for tier 5, this boat has a reasonable amount of torpedo power, but Jaeger puts it to shame. But you're kind of right. The analogy is not completely without merit. Are these tickle torps? They are a little bit, I think. What are they, like 10k a hit? 9k, 9800, 7500. Let's look at the tech tree. Visbys are 62. So they hit a little harder, but they're still like, you need to hit a lot of them. And of course, because they don't hit that hard, the flood chances are not amazing, yada, 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 yada. So, yeah. Doctor, I'm going to be on about 15 to 20 more minutes, then I'm going to hang it up. All right, let's go back to ranked for a spell. I need to finish taking these requests. I'm going to take Terp's Umahari request. This may not be a good boat for ranked, but I'm grinding it, and so I sort of don't care. The nice thing about ranked games is if you're grinding a tier 8 ship, you literally don't care if it's a good ship in ranked. Just spam it because you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Ren, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Appreciate you. Friendly reminder, guys, this is the last stream of the week. I won't be streaming. My regular stream on Thursday nights is tonight instead, because tomorrow I'm getting up and I'm flying away to PAX Unplugged. If you will be at PAX Unplugged, DM me on Discord, hit me on Twitter. We'll meet. Let's meet up. Let's have a meal. Let's shake hands. Talk boats or something. No big deal. I'm happy to chat boats, even though I'm there for board gaming and other things.
Welcome,
Evgen, welcome
to
in.
Jurassic Park.
Opinion on Amalfi. I like Amalfi. Spooky, I like Amalfi. For me, Zara is where the Italian heavy cruiser line starts to get good, and Amalfi, it's just like, those guns are so good. The guns are so good. All right, I got lots of things to shoot at. This is not an amazing battleship map. They have only a Tone. We have a Rochester. And so nobody has a radar, but they've got a Kid and a Lightning versus a Fantastic and a Benson. Just the weekend, Black Duke. I get in Thursday evening and then going back Sunday night. Big Terp, I have no idea what that means. What is a broccoli rabe? What is a rabe? I'm not generally a huge cheesesteak person anyway. Like, it's just not my thing. They're not bad. I'm just, you know, given a choice, that's won't be the first thing I reach for. It sounds Middle Eastern. Rabe? Rabe? Rabe. It's rabe, isn't it? It's my secondary range, 7-3. Okay. And our Rochester. Okay, he's awake. Good.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I'm trying to translate that lead speak. Imveeks. That's weird. Well, forever. I'm gonna that much I can pick up. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Don't go to the touristy cheesesteak places. All right, that's good advice. I really don't want to be here. That's the shot we want. That our Benson got dunked. Oh, goody. An overpin on the Tone. Amazing. Broadside Tone. Overpin. Feels awesome. Total lack of spotting. Oh, our Benson already bought it. Oh my god. This is going to be an easy loss. Destroyers are so critical and ranked, and when you have suicidal destroyers, it's just so difficult to get anything done. I missed every single one of those shells. You have to be kidding me. He's barely moving. All right, he's just screwed up. He rammed the Massachusetts and went to a dead stop. Oh, now he's using that opportunity to reverse, which then throws off my shot. Amazing. Don't forget I'm Japanese, buddy. Oh no, they tickled. Alright, we aren't going to win by sitting here. And my damage total is pathetic. Let's go put some pressure on these clowns. My team is going to sit in the cap until we lose. So, let's go let's go shake things up. I have some speed. Let's use it. I know, right, Kidney? I'm so ancient. Oh, how do I do it? I don't know. God bless our Fantastic. He's making an effort. Now, if I can catch the North Carolina in a turn, that could be very impactful. Even though he has not had a big impact on this game, it could still be useful. Overpins. That figures. I'm giving this North Carolina the shot of his life because I'm gonna get the gun, the position that I want. Let's see if he makes it. Nope, because he had HE in the barrel.
Desert road,
LOL.
and no chicks.
Oh, the stupid mask turned his engines around. You gotta be kidding me. Come on.
Much better.
Yeah, he had AP in the barrel. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's alright. We haven't used any heals yet. It's time. I'm tempted to just go ram this clown. It feels like a more useful a better use of my time. We lose in 2 minutes, guys. Act like you care. Ooh, the lightning's almost dead. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Damn it. It's all right. It's all right. Good hits. Okay. All right. That buys us some time. I don't think I can get these shots over. Now those I can get over. Let's go. Suck on that, Mr. Tone. Suck on that, Mr. Tone.
Call me now for your free whipping.
Yeah, where is this guy? I've had worse. This North Carolina player literally only knows how to sit, like, ass backwards and shoot things. It's like that's all he knows. He has no other tools in his toolbox. All right. Empire of the Planet of the Idiots. Massachusetts looks like he's moving up because it looks like he's just done. He's just throwing it in. I think I'm actually behind him a little bit. Yeah, we got a few hits. Nothing spectacular, but I'll take it.
Magic 8 Ball says, you died.
Okay. Well, what did we learn? We learned that Yumahari is not exactly a great ship on certain maps in the format. And I'd say we definitely found one of those maps. Strait is one of these maps that I hate playing in this format because it generally plays so damn boring, it's just not interesting. This game felt that way. My team's strategy was sit in the cap until the other team makes too many mistakes. And it's like, this is boring. Giant snooze fest. We're going to win, but it's like, ugh, it feels bad. Our poor Lennon. Like, he just weathered it all. God bless him. I'm waiting for this Rochester to get punched out. Dude has no idea that I'm here. What's up? $4K. I only hit 2 shells out of 8 inside of 10 kilometers. Give me a break. What a friggin' joke. This guy keeps AP in the barrel too much. So yeah, not a big, you do bin, but on this map, like, where are you going to sit and use it, right? That's the trick. Like, am I going to sit on the B line and try to snipe? Like, I mean, I guess I could, but that's not interesting to play either. Oh, wow, look at this guy. Look at this turd. This guy's getting reported for being just a D-bag.
Time for some fisting.
That's the thing that frustrates me about this map. As a battleship, there's, like, you have to actively go out of your way to look for angles because they just don't exist. This map plays so due north, due south. It's just, as a battleship, it's just not fun. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't contribute hardly anything to that. I feel bad. I legit feel bad for this team. Like, I was just like, what am I supposed to do, right? I can't tank. I'm not a Lennon or a Massachusetts. I can't sit still and fire my forward guns and be useful. So I have to look around for shots, and that was just not a thing that was happening. All right, guys, it is probably time for me to hang it up. I've got a couple requests left. We're not going to get to these tonight. What's up, Paramel? I appreciate you guys bearing with me while we started late and letting me run a little late tonight. That has been good. We got a stream in this week. Another quick reminder on the HelloFresh thing. Have a look at that. If it interests you, please use the link to sign up. I benefit greatly from that, and I am trying to raise a little money for some streaming plans that I have down the road. I'll figure that out with them what I need to do to get a box in. I'll get that ordered, and we'll try to get a cooking stream set up at some point in the near future. In the meantime, so you guys can at least see what it is that I'm talking about, because I don't even really know what I'm talking about. So there you go. You know what we're going to do? We're going to raid aerospace. I was able to get a game in with him earlier. That was kind of fun. Actually, make sure I spell his name correctly and get like underscores in the right places. I've made that mistake before many times. Okay, it's the same. It's just all smashed together. Sweet. There we go. Raid is up. Guys, go through Aerospace, a follow. Give him a hashtag CleverGirl for me. I will be back late Sunday. Should be back on Monday night. Monday night should probably be Civ. Might be Star Wars Unlimited. Not quite sure. Probably Civ. I probably don't have time to get all the cameras and everything set up for SWU. So probably Civ. But I do want to try to get some SWU in before the month gets too late, because I've got some changes made to the setup, and I want to work on them and play around with it and look at things before we get into the new year. Okay. In the meantime, guys, y'all have a great weekend. Stay warm and dry. It's winter now, so all that's good stuff. Take care of yourself. Be safe. I will catch you on YouTube. Peace.